like, so 4th of July is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about you on the beach this summer with, okay, whatever. You had Julian last summer, but he chilled in like a box. You just placed him wherever and he chilled.
Great. Like, first 2 months of newborn is great. And then, like, it's hard. It's
Julian
hard.
was an angel up until like he started moving around like
No,
squirming.
you know what? He's just fresh because he knows he's very aware that like that we treat him differently because we're so like we let him get away with a lot more just because like God, he's cute and like we just like, you know, you have a little bit of guilt.
He's
so like
Jules.
we get him get away with a little bit more than he should.
Baby of the
but
family.
he's very aware of it. And he like he's fucking fresh, man.
So like how do you when like okay, 4th of July you're gonna go to the beach, obviously?
We'll probably be like we have a shore house, so we're at the beach all summer.
So what do you do with 3 kids on the beach that are
It's fucking miserable. I don't go by myself ever. I'll never ever be at a beach by myself. I have to have like at least 2 adults with me to go to a beach.
So will the kids go like in the water? Like how does that work? Are
yeah,
they
the
allowed?
girls love the water.
They do?
I don't
How do
really
you watch them all? It gives me anxiety.
No, my kids don't run away. They stay always where I could see them without me having to tell them because I've showed them videos of kids getting kidnapped. I know it's terrible, but like you got to put a little you have to put a little fear into like kids for understanding. Like sometimes like they don't get it and you don't want to like let them learn the hard way. So you have to like instill fear.
So what did you YouTube a video of a child getting kidnapped?
Child kidnapping.
Okay, y'all heard it here first.
It's Treyway parenting. That's how it is. Listen, I scar my kids, but they're like they always say to me like I'm like stay where I can see you, and they're like we know you don't want anyone to take us, and I'm like I know, yeah, that's it, and they're very aware of it.
I hope the therapist that is working with Jaden in 20
one
years
day.
listens back to this episode and can pinpoint this moment and say this is not your fault.
No,
Jaden.
I do that to them too. Like every time I cook them something, and they're like I don't want that, and I'm like okay, time to pull up childhood hunger, and I show up like kids that don't have food, and I'm like you know what, you're very ungrateful because you have all this food and you don't appreciate it, and I feel like it's
How
just real life
amazing is
situations. It's Treyway parenting.
Google as a mom and just be like, oh, time to Google hunger, time to Google kidnapping.
Yeah, that's what
incredible.
I do. I do it for like everything. Whenever they
You want to go in the
about-
ocean? Shark attack.
Yeah,
Google that shark attack.
And like we were watching that one where the shark like swam up on that boat the other day, and because they were like
That was nuts.
Because my mom's best friend has a boat, and they're like, "Can we go out on the boat? Can we swim in the ocean?" I'm like, "No," and this is why because there's sharks in the ocean, and look at the shark eat this buoy. No,
That buoy could have been a baby.
but also my kids are not scared of things. Like they watched that movie, The Megalodon, where the monster shark ate everyone.
The Meg.
They
seen
watched
The
that
Meg.
and loved it. They watched Jurassic Park with dinosaurs rip people apart, and they love it. They're like, "Oh my god, that dinosaur's so cool!" And I'm
Dude,
like,
your children are free.
"Yeah, they're not scared." We have Halloween dolls that we put up that they're not scared of. Like my kids just
Have
don't
we
have
told
fear
that story?
because
What Skylar did to me?
I think we've told that one before. Yeah, that like my kids show people the Halloween dolls in my basement to scare the shit out of people.
By calling them dolls, that is giving a visual. They are terrifying Halloween decorations
Life
from
size, animatronic,
hell. Horrible.
demons
And
possessed.
Skylar,
One's
sweet little
eating a brain.
blonde angel, takes my hand. Oh, Auntie Jessie, come here, look in the closet,
Come look in
Auntie
the closet,
Jessie.
and it's like this 7-foot demon with
Pitch
wings.
black demon with wings. She starts cackling, and my heart stops.
Because it's in the dark and you have to turn it on, and all of a sudden
I'm
this
like-
huge demon is there.
And then I sit there and I go, do I really want children to play? Like, what am
it's
like,
just my kids that are fucked up.
Oh
like
my God, demon wings. And she's cackling because she literally scared the shit out of me. I wasn't
They think it's
expecting that.
funny.
She's a little girl. I didn't think she was going to show me a demon with wings.
I know, my kids are fucked up. What do you want me to tell you?
Oh, well, no wonder. They're probably YouTubing demons.
But like, that's the thing. Like, I'm making them, I'm instilling fear
Hey,
in them.
I don't hate it. I'm not going to fight it until I see something wrong, like down the line.
But
which
they're
we'll just have to
very
wait
smart, and
see.
they'll tell you
They
things
are
like,
smart.
you know, you can't do this because this will happen. And then parents are like, why are they like that? But all of them are like that.
I'm like, do you like wands, Skylar? And she's like, grow up, Aunt Jessie.
She's like, I don't fucking like wands. What I like is makeup.
She's like, she just goes, no.
No, I like Disney princess movies and makeup, but thanks for asking. Keep your wand to yourself.
She's like, do you know the Back to Mac program? And I'm like, okay, girl, okay.
I just can't. I feel like it's like a horrible way and a great way at the same time.
Take me to the beach. So, all right, because I'm just thinking about this because
Okay, I was
today
at the beach yesterday.
I went to the swim club and I had my beach chair, my bag, my towel, my drink, a sandwich bag, and I was already like stressed out.
Okay. I have to have 2 coolers, one with food and snacks and one with bottles for Julian, drinks for the girls. like cold stuff to keep them occupied, like frozen M&Ms once in a while, like anything that will keep them occupied all day. Blankets, endless blankets, one that Julian can nap on that's comfortable and thick so that he could take his nap on the beach, and then 2 that the girls can dry off with because they like to go in the ocean. Then I need 2 adults because I'm not going in the ocean and I want to lay the one day that I get to go to the beach, I want to lay out and tan. So like I bring like somebody younger that can like play and run around with them a little, and then like I'll play in the sand with them or have them like bury my legs or something stupid that they can like interact and have fun.
And is all
but
over
Julian
the place.
wants to crawl all over the beach. That's right. But he doesn't eat the sand.
And he's fast.
And he's really, really fast. I've never seen a kid crawl that fast in my life.
Dude, like, you're like, oh, he's right there. And then he's not.
No, and it's not like, but when he crawls, it's like,
yeah,
and you think
huge.
someone's running after you. And you're like, no, he's just crawling. It's like the heaviest thing I've seen ever.
So when you're playing, like, I guess the other adults are all just pitching in to watch.
Everyone just needs to help because they're like, listen, she never gets a break. She's at home with them all the time.
Yeah.
She's finally out. Just let her relax. The other day, I fell asleep on the beach. It was crazy
You did?
because
How?
Skylar was playing with all the buckets and the stuff in the sand. Julian was napping, and Jaden was feeding the birds. So I fell asleep napping.
Feeding the birds? I saw that picture.
Yeah.
She was attacking a bird.
She was feeding them all. Then they would all come and eat and grab a piece, and then she would like help, like chase them to fly away. And I'm not one to like condone chasing birds. Like I hate that. I'm like, don't chase the birds, leave them alone. But like, they were like playing with her. It was weird. I was like, this is abnormal. But also everyone on the beach hated us because the fucking the seagulls were all over the place. Yeah.
It's like such a
just
faux pas.
Like, not only that, okay, so then you have to carry down all the chairs, all the blankets, the coolers, the kids, because they don't want to walk or whatever. And then pull that huge, like, I don't know what it is, a stroller of stuff onto the beach, set it up,
Which
set
is so
the
hard
umbrella.
to walk on the sand already as
It's
it is.
miserable.
Wait, but how
I
did you
hate
sleep?
doing
Because
it.
even, okay, fine, you had everyone helping out, but like, I'm surprised the girls let that go on without, because I've seen them. They're like, mommy, 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 mommy.
I'm literally like, mommy needs a nap. Like, I'm exhausted. I just need a nap.
And
a
they
little
let
bit.
you-
And
they let
they'll-
you live.
Like, sometimes when we're home, like, we're all watching a movie, and I'm like, if I happen to fall asleep, just wake me up in 10 minutes. And they're like, when's that? I'm like, in the next scene, when this is happening and this is happening. And they're like, okay. So when that scene comes, they're like, mommy, wake up. I'm like, okay. But they're just laying on the couch with me. Julian's napping. I can hear him if he wakes up. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes you need like a power nap. Because like, I'm up at 6 a.m. with Julian. And then I'm up all day with
When
these
is that going to
kids.
stop? Does he become where he kind of goes into the
Tired?
routine with the girls? You know what I mean?
No, they're up at 7 too every morning.
Yeah, but he keeps you up at night. Like, when is that over?
Oh, it really depends because sometimes the girls wake up through the night just to be like, Mommy, are you around? And I'm like, I'm here. And then I have to get up and make sure they're back. But they never get out of bed. And they know that my bed is off limits. I can't. It's just like exhausting. I never get a break.
It's just so funny talking about you on one hand being this like super mom, on the other hand you have drunk hiccups.
It's amazing because this is the balance of a mom.
Yeah, it is. Oh wow, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, everyone's always like, you should buy your mom a glass of wine because at the end of the day, you're the reason that they drink.
Yeah, amen to that.
So true. It's so true.
It's crazy. You can't drink while you're
no,
pregnant with them.
I can't drink while I'm pregnant. I can't drink while I'm home watching them all day. So when do I drink? My 3 hours at night. I have a glass of wine, and then I'm tired, and I'm passing out because I'm tired, and I had a really long day, and then I'm up through the night and at 6 a.m. to be with Julian. It's exhausting. I can't wait until at the next stage because I'm like, maybe it's going to be a little different. I'll be more prepared for it.
Yeah.
Because little kid stuff is hard. Like I still have to wipe their butt when they pee. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I'm like, every time they have to go to the bathroom, I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, so go. And they're like, you have to wipe me. And I'm like,
trained Jules. I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah. I'm like, that sucks. But
whatever. They're going to be good cousins to my baby one day. So that's all
they're
going to
be great. And they're going to help
Skylar.
that baby grow up and learn a lot.
Skylar is going to be that child. I know that you're with her all the time. So she's
very whiny with me. But I know she's old
she is
soul.
with you,
Yeah.
but she is an old soul.
Yeah. But Skylar is very, she's not lovey. To get her to lay down and hug you or kiss you or something is twisting her arm. It's crazy. And then Jaden, she's I'm like, hi, can I get morning love? And she comes and hugs and buries herself and constantly wants, she wraps my arms around her. It's crazy. But they're like complete opposites. But like, I don't know. It's weird. And Julian wants that. He wants to constantly be held and like cuddled and like kissed.
I know. Do you feel like Jules, like, he was so good? Like, he,
but
like,
you said
flopped.
this about Skylar and you said this about Jaden. You're like, Jaden would used to sleep anywhere and she was so good. And I'm like, listen, they all change. Like,
they grow up.
They constantly change. And if he's watching Jaden and Skylar all the time, he's going to do that more.
He's going to follow along. Sure.
Like, he's doing things that I see them do all the time. And I'm like, it's so weird. Like, where'd you learn to do that? Like, he climbs up the friggin' stairs on the railing banisters. I'm like, you're one. How are you climbing like that? And I'm like, it's because he's watching them.
Yeah.
And I keep telling them, like, don't climb up there because Julian's watching you and he's doing it. And they're like, but it's fun. And I'm like, but he's going to break something. He's a year old. Like, I can't. It's just like, it's so stressful. And I'm like, then I'm just keep looking towards like the next to get me through the day. But then I feel bad. I'm like, I'm so stupid that I'm like rushing this moment that I'll never get back.
You hear that a lot, right? I see people write that to you, like, enjoy, like, because you're gonna miss them little.
Yeah, but like, thank God I'm so obsessed with taking pictures of them because I look back at pictures and I'm like, oh my God, remember when they were that little?
Oh my
like,
God, when I see Jaden little, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Or like little Skylar with those chubby little legs.
First of all, I used to think, I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. I look back, I'm like, she was severely overweight. Like,
no, she wasn't.
Yeah, she really was. She was 25 pounds at 6 months. That's a 1-year-old. She was so big. But now she's like thinning out. And I'm like, no, don't lose your chub. Like, I love it. Like, please don't lose.
She's the cutest.
They're
the
just
best.
A chunk, man. They
These
were
fucking
so
kids,
cute.
man.
And Julian and the thighs, I could eat all of them. They're all edible. But like, it's just crazy how fast that happens.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples,
We're the best you've got.
So cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates. And if you like this clip, share it with a friend.